Hello, welcome back. Yeah, I'm in my bathroom again for part 2 of my current skincare routine, and tonight I'm going to be sharing with you exactly what I'm doing most nights to care for my complexion. If you missed part 1, my morning routine, don't panic, we'll include a link along with all the products that I am using here in the description box below. So as you can see, I have got a full face of makeup on, and I'm going to go through each step. I'll walk you through what I'm doing and each product that I'm currently loving at the moment. I do chop and change, obviously, because I try new things. And for your reference, I'm recording this in the autumn in the UK, so the days are a bit duller, spending a bit more time indoors. Yeah, the heating is gradually coming on a little bit more often, a little bit less daylight, a bit more dehydration. So I'm doing everything at the moment that I can to keep my skin feeling fresh and happy and well hydrated. Okay, let's go. So rule number 1 is always a creamy cleanser. I've long said that. I really don't like things that strip the skin, especially as we get older. And although I'm no longer connected to the Earle Beauty Company, I did create probably the greatest cleanser of all time, certainly the most awarded, and that's Cleanse and Polish. And yep, I still use it every day, twice a day, and I use that just to take off eye makeup as well, even waterproof mascara. And if I'm not using this, then I will use a cream-based, possibly something that is, you get these new formulations now that are sort of almost gel-like, but they're quite creamy, they don't strip. So, and then a cloth. And I think what's good about cloths is that they do gently exfoliate the skin. And, you know, I do think that part of keeping our skin looking good and fresh as we age is gentle exfoliation. I'm not big into aggressive peels or scratchy scrubs, but I do like something really gentle. Another cleanser that I do also really like, actually, another great British brand, it's called Therapy with an I. And I've met the lovely female founders of this. It's based on bees and pollen and honey and roses, and it's just great. So that's what it looks like. And then you just mix that with a bit of water, and it just sort of goes really beautifully creamy on the skin. And then you can either rinse that off in the shower, or you can take a cloth or a flannel and just wipe that away too. Smells really nice. Really love the scent of roses on my skin. And one of my favourite all-time rose brands and more is MV Skincare. So if I'm feeling indulgent, I will give this little beauty a shake. It's called Rose Hydrating Mist. Honestly, it's such a treat. If you know somebody who needs a pick-me-up, just send them one of these. It's pure rose damascena oil, and it's just amazing in this really lovely hydrolat. Oh, and it's just great at the end of the day when you just want to unwind. Anyway, so that is my little extra bonus. But sometimes I will do that, particularly after a bit of microneedling. Now, I don't do microneedling every night. That's why I say that this is what I do very often. Sometimes my skincare routine is simple as cleanse and moisturize, and I'll show you the moisturizer that I do. So very often I'll just do 2 things, cleanser and a moisturizer. But sometimes I will do a bit of microneedling, and this little gadget is a home gadget, and it's from Dr. Skin Collagen. And I actually went and saw her in her clinic. She's an aesthetic doctor, but she doesn't do injectables. She's really unusual. I think she's probably the only aesthetic doctor in London who doesn't do like Botox and fillers. But she does like doing things that can produce our own collagen, stimulate our own collagen. So she's got a collagen stimulating serum, or you could use a serum that maybe contains hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, vitamin C, maybe copper peptides. You know, and you can either use that as a serum underneath your moisturizer. I always put the extra, by the way, on the backs of my hands. As I age, I do more now to keep my hands, the skin on backs of my hands looking more youthful as well. And then just very lightly, you can just go over your skin. And this is a really super gentle little microneedle derma roller. And, you know, really good just for getting that product into the skin and stimulating the skin by creating these little micro wounds. Sounds a bit dramatic, but it's not, because what the skin does is it then responds by producing more collagen and elastin. So I like to do it especially around my jaw. I'm noticing obviously as I age, that gets a bit slacker. So as I say, I don't do this every night, but maybe a couple of times a week. And then also, did you know that you can microneedle around your hairline if you find that you're getting thinner here as you get older? So I did an Instagram live actually with this lovely female founder of this brand called Hair Loving, and she's got a hair and scalp oil, and you can basically just put a few drops into your hairline and you can microneedle that into your hair as well. So you could just do the edges here. This is where I'm noticing I'm getting a bit finer, or you could do it along the parting or, you know, wherever. And again, you know, you could use her derma roller or one like this and just literally pop that into the hair, just kind of go in the direction of hair growth so it doesn't get too tangly. Anyway, that's what I will do a couple of times. And then if I want to calm the skin, actually, just another excuse to use my rose mist. Oh, just great. That is a joy. And now I'm going to follow that with my moisturiser. So the moisturiser that I am truly loving is Nex moisturiser. Really clever formulation, and it's got not only really good actives for as we age, but it's also got a unique patentable delivery system. What that's doing is it's taking each of the ingredients into a different level of the epidermis and dermis, clinically proven. It's really interesting, and it's very good for pigmentation, especially. I've noticed my pigmentation really just disappearing. And, you know, I'm standing here, it's in front of the mirror, I've got no makeup on now. And so what I do is I just use a little bit, just dabbed on here. Actually, I do use a little bit on my neck as well. And that is it. And I'm using this night and morning, and I really rate it. And again, it's got things like peptides in it. We're hearing so much about peptides and azelaic acid, transgenic acid, can't remember the exact name of it, all sorts of other really good things. And yeah, always, of course, take your moisturiser, whatever you're using, take it right down, especially down here. Really important for the neck. You know, just give yourself a little bit of a massage at the same time. Really good. Take the tension out of the jaw at the end of the day. Really good to do that. And then something that I've also just been doing as a little extra at night, and that is using a little bit of castor oil. And what I'll do with that is I will take a clean mascara wand. You can buy these, they're called little spoolies. You can buy disposable packs of them. And I'm just brushing that through. I've noticed that my eyebrows are getting thinner and sparser as I age. Have you noticed that? And eyelashes as well. So I am trying the old wives' favourite of a bit of castor oil. And I've talked about that here before. Lots of you really rate it. So I am trying that, and I have to say, I think it's working. Well, that is me done for the day. All that is left to do now is head to bed. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Did I include any of your favourites here? What product is your skin currently loving at the moment? Love to hear. Please drop a comment. Always love a recommendation, especially if you found something that really works for you. Just a reminder, I will put everything that we've included today in the description box below. And yeah, do make sure that you're subscribed to stay up to date with me and my team. Until the next time, go really well. Bye-bye.